What if he was going out to the clubs all the time too? He's like, I'm going out with the boys.
Red flag.
Okay.
Hey.
All right.
Now we got to the good stuff.
So now we're reaching into like some.
So I think.
All right, guys. Welcome back to another episode of the greatest podcast to ever bless the West Coast. My name is Ulysses.
My name is Martin.
And we are the Late Bloomers. Yeah. All right. How you feeling today, Martin?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing well.
I'm
Doing
good.
well.
I'm
We
good.
got a pretty exciting topic today.
Yes,
Juicy topic.
We do have a little bit of a different topic than usual, but we have two guests, not one, but two this time.
Two today.
We have Monica and we have Daria.
Hello,
Monica and Daria, guys.
Thank you.
Yep.
Daria and Monica, do you guys want to introduce you guys yourself first?
Yeah.
Sure. I'm Monica. I'm originally from Florida.
She's
and
like, give me the mic.
I've been living in LA for like 3 years now. Kind of newly single, so experiencing life in a different light these days.
Little POV.
Yeah.
How long were you in a relationship for?
It was a long one. It was 6 years. So since I was 18 years old.
God.
Damn.
I know. It was a long one.
That like hurt both of us. We're like,
Yeah.
that shit hurt.
Yeah. It hurt me too.
I bet it did.
Daria?
Okay. Well, I'm Daria, and I am from Hawaii. I moved out here like 3 years ago. So, yeah, probably got here at the same time.
Yeah.
I'm single. Nothing else exciting
Okay.
about it. I don't know.
Just
Feel free to
vibing.
drop your Instagram as well, guys, if you guys want. Up to you.
Instagram _DMYN. I sometimes forget. I don't know why. But, yep.
My Instagram is at MoniV, MONI_VEEE, 3 E's. Follow me.
Sounds good. Sounds good. All
She said,
Hit
please.
right. All right. Thank you guys for coming
Hit
out
that
today. We
follow
really appreciate that. Martin, you want to introduce the topic?
So today's topic is gonna be about non-negotiables of friends. Could be about family as well, relationships, and your guys' favorite friends with benefits. Other than that, I mean, have you guys been in any friends with benefits relationship?
Daria?
Oh,
I don't like to do friends with benefits because I feel like I'm just like someone who I know I'll catch feelings, like regardless. So I just like.
so you
don't
catch
try to
feelings
do that.
easy, more or less.
Yeah, I will. Cause like if I'm gonna choose a guy, that means I know I vetted him pretty heavily, and that means I know I would like him. So I know for me I can't do friends with benefits, so I don't do that.
Are you like the type to ask, like, hey, like, what are your intentions here?
No, but I also don't like doing that because
I
I
do that all
think
the
it's
time.
a little weird when someone's like, I really don't like when guys are like, hey, what are you looking for? Because I get really like, whoa, that's so like forward, and I feel like.
Does it like ruin like the element of like surprise?
Yeah, or it just feels like I'm like, oh, are we just trying to like rush the process? Like,
Yeah.
are you just trying to figure like, I feel like it should just be natural. And we should figure out like, when like you're vibing
Right.
and when you're not vibing. And
Right.
I feel like if you're not vibing, but you're still having a good time, then it could
Then
like,
it's gonna end regardless.
yeah, so you're like, okay, well, we'll hang out and it's cool. Maybe that is like a friends
Yeah.
with benefit.
Yeah.
But I don't really actively look out for friends with benefits.
So
You
that's
also don't have to like put like a label on it like
Yeah.
immediately.
Very true,
You know, that's
very
like
true.
that puts a lot of pressure on it. I feel so.
a pretty hot take right there. Don't state your intentions. I said it on the first episode.
It depends on what you're looking for.
Yeah, that's true.
Some girls really do
'Cause-
like being like,
Right.
what are you looking for? Let's get to it. I personally don't because it feels a lot of pressure, and I don't like
Yeah.
pressure in a relationship. I just like it to be like fun. We're having a good time, and like we know, like we all know if something's gonna be
Right.
Serious or
there,
not?
or if it's
Exactly. I said that in the first episode, and I felt like people would give me a backlash for that.
About what?
For
Like,
not stating your intentions.
I mean, it happens because like sometimes I'll state it and like it works perfectly fine more times than less.
Like the first thing you'd say would be like,
But like
these
we're
are my
like,
intentions.
like Daria's, no. What's your intentions be? Nah, it's like
so marriage.
Literally the first Bumble message. What are your intentions? Martin's in there.
not even a high. Just we're looking for.
no. I mean, like obviously, like down the road I'll ask, but like
Yeah.
no, not off the bat.
Yeah, definitely not off the bat. All right. So, do you think dating today is harder, like nowadays, than it was like before, like with all like the social media and all that? Can kind of.
Yeah, I mean, I think social media definitely puts a like huge pressure on dating, and like just you can see like everything people are doing, and like I don't know. People can also be like fake putting on a fake profile, like you don't really know.
You've seen a lot of those, like the fake OnlyFans ones.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
They have them.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh yeah, where they make like a fake profile of like some random girl and like they'll put like DM me for like.
I did that too, but the guy version. I did not get a lot of swipes as guys. So
No.
I guess I'm not a hot dude.
Never gotten that. I don't think so.
I feel flattered if someone did that to me.
Hey, if our podcast blows up,
Imagine like fake OnlyFans of us. I'd be pretty flattered. I'm like, oh shit, I'll
That
subscribe to
literally
this.
happened to
What's
me.
going on here?
I'd follow
Like-
it. I'd follow it.
That literally happened to me like last
Yeah.
month.
Oh, you should be flattered.
It happens to like.
But I'm like, no, but then people that I know followed it, and I'm like, you're weird. Like,
You should be
what the
flattered.
hell?
You should be flattered.
No, I feel like girls are low key like flattered when that happens, and they post on their story, "Report this, it's not me."
Dude, I saw two of those posts
No,
like this week.
And no, low key, I'd do the same thing. Hey guys, that's not me. Report it.
Like she made it herself.
Do the same way, yeah. But
I'll make one for you. You make one for me.
Post it on your story.
I got you. That'd be funny.
please,
That'd be funny.
please, just put
Okay,
on
so
a friend.
let's talk about a little like.
Wait, hold on. Do you want to because we're still on the social media topic. Do you think that people look at these social media, different social media accounts, and people flex that they have like more money than Because I can flex that I have a lot of money when I actually don't,
Definitely.
And do you think that women see that as like, oh, there's an opportunity right there. He must be better than my current partner.
Yeah, I mean,
What do you think?
people just like social media is just such a flex. Like you don't really know what people are going
Do you
through.
buy into it?
I mean, I
little
don't really
bit.
look into it that much.
buy
Like,
into it.
A little bit. If it's on discount.
yeah, like no one's posting like their bad days. Like obviously, you're only posting like
Highlights.
highlights
Yeah.
of your
Yeah.
life. So
I mean, I think like all social media is fake. Like even when I see a happy couple, I'm like, it's funny because like sometimes like I've known so many happy couples where I'm like, oh my
Leak
god,
it.
they're so cute, and then immediately my friend will be like, oh, they're toxic,
Yeah.
or they hate each other.
They literally hate each
Yeah,
other.
they'll be like, they're
Yeah.
literally fighting every other day. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like they literally
Try to talk a little
like,
closer to me.
They literally will post like, oh my god, I'm so in love. This is like the happiest person. Like this is my other half. I'll be, oh, that's so cute. And then my friend will be like, they're fucking. Oh, they're like. They hate each
Dang.
other, or they're
people.
like cheating with each other, or they've been on like Tinder. I'm like,
Yeah.
The
And then it's
tea-
like they want to post on social media, like, oh my god, guys,
Yeah.
like, are you actually like in love, or are you just doing this for show?
yeah. No, someone was like, oh, the less a couple posts on social media, the happier they are. And I'm
Ooh.
like,
honestly,
That's true.
I feel like that's
you don't
true.
need to prove if you're like rich, right? If you have money, you don't need to be like, look at all my money.
That's
But
what
I
I
mean,
said.
I mean, if I
I'm
was rich, I wouldn't flex all the time, but like if I
But
had a
imagine
Porsche, if I had a Porsche, I'd be like,
if you had $1 billion, would you be going out and being like,
oh
I have $1 billion?
hell no, because then that brings around more problems. I
Right.
feel like then you're
Yeah.
gonna bring these girls that are gonna bring all this negativity and all that stuff. So I would say I would bare
Yeah.
minimum
No
in
one's
terms of
Keep
that.
it on the low.
No one's bragging about the
Yeah,
truth.
and now that we're getting closer to like Valentine's Day, it's like, oh, post your love of your life, and then everyone's posting now. So we have no idea like who's really like
That's true.
actually like in love and
You just
stuff.
post yourself.
I
Just
did
post
see
yourself.
that. Someone
Post
was
myself?
like, it's love month, show your love. And they're like, me?
I've been seeing those. I was like, I want to see which couples are actually posting these.
Do you guys?
What girls are posting their mans?
Oh,
It was
True.
interesting.
Yeah, 'cause
It
You
was
gonna know?
interesting.
I know some
It was
friends who aren't
interesting.
posting their mans, and I'm like,
Ooh.
I know you guys saw that Instagram story.
I mean, is that
Y'all
necessarily-
skip by it?
Is that necessarily a bad thing? Because we just talked about them not posting them. They could have like a good relationship.
Yeah, but like that one's so simple.
Yeah.
Like post your love. Like just post a picture.
and
of
I
it.
Just
I think
one
there's a
24
difference
hours.
between like posting a cute photo of your like you and your significant other than being like writing a whole novel, being like, this
Yeah.
is the love of my life.
Yeah.
I'm so in love with them. They're so amazing. Like that's a little different than just being like, look, it's me and my love.
Yeah.
I want to talk about
fair.
because like usually females post
Not
a
female.
lot. Y'all post a lot, right? But as guys, we don't really post a lot. So do you guys get mad if we don't post things like, "Oh, this is my bae," or like blah blah blah? Do you guys ever get mad about that? Just because like I know some girls are like, "Oh, why didn't you post? Why didn't you repost me? Because I posted us. This isn't fair." Almost like that type of vibe.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like my exes like, I mean, they like posted every once in a while, but I'm not like fiending for them posting because I'm like, oh, I was
But you prefer them to
was
repost
chill.
it?
No, like I don't even care that much if they post because I'm like, if we're good, we're good.
Yeah.
I'd hope so. Yeah. That's good. That's a good way to think
I
about
mean,
it.
see, my ex, He only had one post on his Instagram, and it was a picture of us.
That's good.
So he always posted me, so I never really
Claps.
had to worry about
He always
that.
posted you?
That's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Did you post him?
Yeah.
I feel like girls would post more of themselves. Like that brings
But
me
yeah,
another.
I definitely posted more of
Why,
myself.
why do females go ahead, or why do you guys go why do you guys go ahead and post like, oh, we're at the boba shop, or we're getting coffee? Just more so like a, oh, look what we're doing type of thing, right?
I mean, I can't relate to that because like I don't really
I don't really do that
content like
either.
that.
Good, okay.
But I know a lot of people who do, and I feel like some people just like to
Like
share.
affirmation type of thing.
I feel
Like, look at
people
us.
just like to share their moments.
That's fine.
Like what you're doing.
Yeah, like what they're doing. Like,
Okay, so it's not like a deeper meaning, more or
Yeah.
less.
Yeah.
Got it.
Do you
got
think
it.
it's sorry? I didn't mean to interrupt. Do you think it's sus if a guy's like, oh, I don't have an Instagram? Is that like a
Oh,
red flag?
yeah, yeah.
yes,
You think
or
so?
no, and yes.
Uh.
It depends. Like if they have at least a Facebook, I'm like, okay. Like they have to have something. If they have no social media, it's a little weird because I'm like, we're like, it's like 20.
I don't think it's weird.
Oh,
like
Monica,
some
give it
people
to
the
just
people.
don't
Give it to the
like-
people.
Some people
Yeah,
just
just
don't like
be
social
honest.
media. I don't know. Like I was talking to this guy and he didn't have. I think he just had Snapchat, which a little bit of a red flag. But like he just wasn't like super into social media, and I was
Yeah.
like, okay, that's fine, you know.
I have talked to dudes who are like, I have no Instagram or whatever, and I was like, oh, that's kind of like, I kind of like it.
But Daria does like older men though. You do like
Yeah.
little older
I do
men.
like-
Try to speak. Sorry. I hate putting you on.
No, I mean like I've like dated like younger men and older men, and like I feel like for me it's not like if they have a social media, it's more of like if I'm meeting someone from like obviously a dating app, social media just like reaffirms that they're a real
Yeah.
person.
That's
yeah,
true.
we talked about
But
that in the first episode.
Not like I don't like, but I don't like when guys are like heavy on Instagram. That's weird.
yeah.
Oh, like they'll post like
Yeah.
once every 2 weeks type of thing.
No, like post every day and be
God
like,
damn.
"What's up, guys? I'm at the mall, like getting a
blogging
boat."
or something
yeah,
like
and I'm
that?
like,
Yeah.
you're 25, sir.
That's-
like
that's a little
maybe
too
you
much.
should. I don't know.
It's 2 p.m. You should be on lunch break or
Yeah,
something.
go
Not
right-
like,
like-
you should be at work.
Yeah.
Go like invest in some stocks.
Go build a
Yeah.
house.
Do something.
Go build a house.
And it's like
Go do
they
something.
have no privacy. They just post literally
Yeah.
everything.
Cause I mean, I even like when when anyone does it, I'm just like, damn, like it's kind of a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah.
That's good.
I don't know.
Well, I want to move a little more away from social media, back to the. What do you guys think of like red flags in relationships? More so like non-negotiables. So I wrote a couple things down. I was thinking, what do you think about like? Do you guys ever get like addicted to the other person?
Yes, I'm like a super. That's why I like choose men very particularly because I'm like a all or nothing kind of girl. Like I like to be.
So you become
She's a
addicted
clinger.
to that person.
but like I still like my space, but like I do like to like be there and like we hang out. Like some people are like, oh, I only want to see my partner once a week. I'm like, oh, that's kind of like
Yeah.
for me. I'm like, nah, like
Yeah.
I would like to see them at least like maybe like three times a week. That'd be nice. Or
Okay.
like we like sleep over once in a while. You know, like hang out. Like we spend a lot of time together, but not like too much where it's like toxic.
Maybe sometimes people don't want to like burn out the fire so quick because we all know like right when you meet somebody, it's like the infatuation period,
Right.
And like you just constantly want to be with them all the time. You know, you're like hanging out all the time, like
Cause then you'll just
Smashing
end
and
up
shit.
like, true, but like that phase ends a little bit like maybe a couple like
yeah. And after that, it's like, hey, over there, what's that over there? And then just
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's when they start acting weird.
But like I feel like
there's exits in
I feel
relationships. I feel
like you guys like people can get addicted to their significant other because like for one instance like if you guys are looking at your phone or like say like your person texts you right
yeah.
and then every time you look at your phone there is usually a text from them but when you don't see a text from them you're just like what the hell like
Yeah.
where my text at
Yeah,
that's a sort of addiction as well because you get like a kind of like a euphoric feeling when it's like oh they texted me.
it's true. But I mean, it's like you can't let it like bring you down all the time. That's like called like codependency. Like
Yeah,
you
they
rely on the
become
other
codependent
person.
for sure, which is very toxic at the end of the day, right? So I don't know. Like, do you guys ever like I said, like, would you guys say that like 3 times a week is a lot or too little? You know, like that's your number for per person.
I think it depends on like
about you, then?
stage you're in. Like
Okay.
like
That's true.
if it
That's very true.
Yeah, like if you just met the person, like you're just getting to know them versus like this is your boyfriend. Like I mean, me and my ex moved in like 5 months of dating.
Jeez.
So like moved in real quick. But yeah, like I wanted to be around him at all times. But if it's like somebody like currently that I'm just like talking to, I think like 2 times a week is good. But
That's
then
good.
like I don't want to Like,
I'm the 2-time type of
yeah.
guy as well.
But then if they're like hitting you up at all times to hang out, I'm like, you're too much.
In the
Like,
beginning,
I
yeah.
was like that at
Or
first,
even
and I
in the
learned that was
beginning, it's
bad.
like you should be only seeing each other like maybe once every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Like in
That's
the
kinda short for me.
in the beginning.
In the
like,
beginning, I feel like
Well, you want to
Yeah, that's
almost like
true,
kind of
actually.
a slow, like a tease, and like not
Yeah.
too much. You don't want to burn the whole candle out.
That's true.
Because like once every week. I mean, once every week is pretty good, but like
I said twice every week.
when you're
Yeah,
just
I'm a
Twice
twice
a
as
week.
well.
you're
Yeah, I'm
just
a twice
seeing
as well.
someone, that's like a
no,
little-
I think 2 weeks is too much. Like, okay,
Weeks is so long.
That's true.
yeah, like
But Daria's hard to get,
If
like,
you guys were talking to a guy and like you guys went out once, would you guys be kind of like upset that he waited 2 weeks to ask you out again?
I think it just depends on like if as long as they're like when can I see you next and like imagine like I'm just like what if our schedules are both
Yeah.
busy and
That's
like
very
the
true.
next time we can just see each other is in 2 weeks. I'm like that's totally chill. Like
Right.
but as long as we have a date set, I'm like perfect. But if you're just like nonchalant talking to me for 2 weeks and nothing, I'm like yes. Okay, well
Yeah.
I'm not gonna like keep talking to
True.
you. And 3 weeks I'm like yes. Well now I forgot about you.
yeah.
Daria is
Yeah,
pretty
you're
cutthroat.
done.
She's cutthroat.
You're
Yeah.
done.
I would
Daria's
say like
cutthroat.
don't wait too long to ask her out on a second date or first date.
Okay.
I would say like
1 week is a pretty good next
Yeah.
date.
But like
Okay.
the
3 days, 4 days.
But I feel like we should get back to like on like a more basic level. Like what are some like characteristics that you find in a guy for like a potential like significant or just like dating in general?
Yeah, like
like
what
what
we're
are some
looking for.
like the characteristics, personality, physical, whatever the case may be. You guys can start whoever wants to go first.
Yeah. My thing is like ambition and goals. Like you definitely have to be like very goal oriented. Like have something planned for the future. Like you definitely like want to be better. Want to better yourself every day.
Okay.
personal growth.
Yeah, personal growth definitely. You have to have fun because like I go out a lot and like I
She
need you to like
does.
keep up with me.
You about to
Like
go after this.
I'm literally like club is calling my
What if
name.
he's not a club? What if he's not a club guy?
After the club.
That's true.
That would be really
As long
nice.
as he's good with it and he's
That
like,
would be
"Babe,
very nice.
Picking up Monica after a club is a big task, guys. I'm gonna let you know that
It
right
might be a little hard to pick my club,
now. Make sure you got waterproof
man's got
seats.
to.
I don't know, man.
I
If my girl was at the club all the time, I'd be like, that's kind of like a red
But
flag.
then again, but then are you fun enough to keep me out of the club? Like, are you boring? Are you staying home all day that I
He's
need
reading.
to, like,
He's reading at home though.
Yeah, well, what if he's
we
like,
could read a couple
No.
nights a week and then, like,
no,
Go
but
together?
he, okay,
Yeah.
okay, let's say like, he,
Yeah, party
he,
with
he
Cardi.
likes to party every now and then, but he doesn't take it like to like any like. He's just like a like maybe once in a while type party guy, but you're a party animal. Like not, I'm not saying you are, but I'm
But
saying like
also-
you're a party animal. You love to go out to clubs,
Yeah.
and you're at the party. You're like out all the time. Do you think that he'd feel like, I think she goes out too much? Should that be a
Will
problem?
you be offended?
No,
That's
I
the
think
real
if
question.
the man thinks you're going out too much, it's not for you.
that's
right?
not the man for me.
That's not. Oh, so you'll cut it off. Okay.
You're done.
Right? Like,
I don't
But
know.
wouldn't you
I
want
think
him? But what if he was going out to the clubs all the time too? He's like, I'm going out with the boys.
Red flag.
Okay.
Oh, hey, hey, hey.
All right.
Now we
So,
got to the
so
good
now,
stuff.
so now we're reaching into like
no,
some.
So I think I go out a lot
double
now because I'm
standards.
single. But like when I was in a relationship, obviously I wasn't going out like every single weekend.
Yeah.
What's your Sunday looking like then? If you were together with that whoever, when you're with your ex, what was your Sunday looking like?
He was a
Okay,
little-
Saturday. Saturday's obviously going out.
Oh yeah.
What was Saturday looking like?
I don't know. He was a little boring, so that's why I would go out.
Damn.
Habits
but,
were
like,
developed.
Yes,
Take
sir.
me out to dinner, like
clubs.
I don't know. Take me out to a nice dinner, like let's do something, like
girls like dates. Like,
yeah.
Right.
still
We like
like-
dates too. I mean, dates are
We
fun.
still like that stuff even after like the honeymoon and like
Exactly.
you need that fun.
Yeah, that kind of keeps like a relationship going. If like I dress up, like it's cool when you get to see other like their person dress up, like get like put on makeup and stuff. That's dope. So like the guy goes to the club.
We're getting back
All
to
the
this.
time.
He's not letting this one go.
Okay. All right, guys. So if you're a guy and you're going to the club too often, it's a red flag.
Not for
apparently.
me.
But the girls can go out. But the girls,
The girls can go out whenever they want.
They can go out whenever they
No,
want.
we can go out
however they
together.
want. You go, okay,
We go out
obviously.
As long
together.
as, if they're going out together,
Yeah.
what's wrong with that?
Yeah.
Maybe
That's so
because
fun.
some people like to party.
And I like guys that like
I love the party, but
I
like
can
it's-
I can like be with their friends and like hang out with their friends. They can talk to my
Yeah.
friends. Like we can just have fun together.
What you need is a social boyfriend.
I do.
But if my girl going to Drake's mansion party, I'm not getting her back. She's gone.
That's
You have to have trust in your
And
relationship.
then you know when Drake
Or
is there,
you know what? You
Future
gotta be
is
good
there.
enough to compete with Drake.
And
gotta be good enough to
then
compete
he
with
said,
Drake.
hold up.
Toxic king.
I got enough for two.
Shout out to Hoodville.
I don't.
Wow.
I might not cheat, but I do know who's next.
That's terrible. I don't agree with that at all.
Okay,
All right, so I
okay.
guess we could, move on.
I have another question. So, I've noticed like on a couple dates is that like some red flags I see is that like when people talk about their ex, right? When they talk about their ex poorly, or like it's fine with them. So like I've seen people who are like, oh yeah, my ex is blah 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 blah. It's like all negative. I've noticed that like some people are like, oh, I hate them, but like that's a big red flag because like I mean it takes two
Yeah.
for
I think
both
so, too. No,
for
I
both.
agree.
So like I mean you should like you're also the problem too, B.
It's true.
So that's my little red flag as well, like of like non-negotiables. If you go ahead and talk about like your ex,
Like on the first date type of
Yes.
thing. I've had that happen
That's
to me where
weird.
I was sitting next to a girl and she was like going off about her ex, and I was like, wow,
yeah, like
damn,
like
that's
you
a
weren't
dark
a
relationship.
victim. You were also a participant.
Yeah, I think both. Yeah, exactly. Both parties.
You
Like
know?
if guys talk about their ex on a date, it's a red flag. I try to avoid that as much as possible, unless she asks me a direct question, and she asked me, then I'm gonna answer the question as honest as I possibly could.
Yeah.
But if she brings it up like, for no reason, then chances are they're probably not
Well,
yet
yeah.
over
I
that
feel like
person.
any first date talking about ex is a little weird. Like I
Not
thought it
first
was-
date, but like it's
Hey,
gonna
it's
come up
happened to
more or
me.
less.
No,
maybe.
it's fine to talk about your exes. Like, eventually we should talk about our exes, but like
Yeah.
first dates, because I have had people being like, talk about their exes. I'm like, this is our first date. Like, let's keep it fun. Let's keep it playful. Like, what's going on?
I don't need to get that deep.
Like,
yeah.
Yeah, please don't. Please
I
don't.
don't think it. I mean, I don't really mind it that much. But if they're going off like she was a terrible person, like this and that, like
That's a red flag.
weird.
I'm
yeah.
like, oh, there's some feelings then, right? Because
Yeah.
why are you talking about her so much?
Yeah. So guys, don't talk about your ex on the first
Yeah.
date.
At
What-
least keep it for the second date, maybe.
Yeah.
Like if you get a second date.
Or if she
Couple
asks
months-
about
I'll
it
take
too.
a couple months down
Or if
the
she
road,
asks about it.
honestly.
Second
Yeah,
date.
I feel like maybe if she asks, if she's
Yeah.
like, so like, why did you and your ex break up? That's totally fine.
That's also like kind of a weird question.
But
like I wouldn't.
Some girls might ask that.
Hey, girls ask all kinds of questions. I've
Girls
been
be asking
asked all kinds of questions. Yeah.
'Cause
Okay.
I've had a guy ask me that, be like, oh, like when was your last relationship and why'd you guys break up? And I was like,
Whoa.
That's a Love Island question.
That was a
No, I
combo
had a guy
question,
ask me
like
that
two
too,
questions in
actually.
one.
yeah,
That's
well,
kind
no,
of
I
weird.
think it was like, oh, when was your last relationship?
Oh, that's an honest
And
question.
then
though.
like,
yeah.
and then they're like, oh, like what happened? And I was like, oh, well,
You want to get into this right now?
you don't want to look at the sunset?
yeah, you know.
Kind of pretty right now.
So what's another like characteristic in a guy physically? Let's say that you guys are particularly, and this is them guys. They don't represent the entire
I do like
female
tall guys.
population.
I like a tall guy because I think I'm like,
We need specifics. How tall?
I think like 5'11" and above. I know. I'm sorry, short kings, but like, I'm like almost 5'6".
No, I think you can convince her. You can convince her.
So
Short kings are heartbroken right now. They're on the floor just crying.
I don't know what it is. I feel like it's
okay.
super irrational, and I can't even explain why. And I know like I shouldn't. Like I should be like, okay, it doesn't matter, but for some reason I'm like, I do find a taller guy attractive. Not that saying that I've never seen like a short guy and be like, ew.
But you know they can't.
You're so
Yeah,
gross
that's
because you're
true.
5'6", but I've been like, oh damn, he's hot. But like when a 6'4" shorty comes, I'm like, damn.
You like to feel small next
I
to
think
them.
I do like to feel small because like I also like I'm pretty strong. I think I'm kind of strong for a girl. Like I weightlift, I work out all the time. Like I do a lot of physical activity, like
Yeah.
you know, things like that. So
She
like,
does jujitsu,
But just
guys, so
because
watch
the guy
out.
is short doesn't mean he's not strong.
No.
I've seen some dudes.
So I know
Bench
that's
pressing
true
4
because
plates.
I've had some like 5'6" dude like literally like. I know he could rock my shit. Like I know he could just punch me in the face and I'd probably black out. Like
you out.
I know that, but like somewhere in my brain, I'm like when I see a 5'6" dude, I'm like I could take you and I
Yeah.
could probably.
She does.
win.
She has a Napoleon fucking.
I've also tried to fart Martin. I was like,
She's might find me every time.
I'm like, yes, I could take Martin, and then Martin rocks my shit, and I'm like, yes, I was off on my game. It wasn't the,
Hey, at least
it
Martin's in the
wasn't
clear
right
though.
game.
Martin's 6 foot. I'm 5'11".
clear.
I think I'm 5'11".
And Martin
so I
won't
mean,
even hold back. Last time we wrestled, fucking rocked my shit.
I did.
Like,
Oh, like, Daria,
threw
please
me
get off
on the
me.
ground and like put my face in the sand, and I was like, yes, all right, fair enough.
It was a bad day for her. That's what she said. It
I
was a bad
yes,
day.
fair enough. Watch.
Hey, sign for this L, Daria.
Let me do some more push-ups, and we'll come back at it.
Yeah.
Not right
Okay.
She
now.
almost got me though. I'll give her that.
Damn. So I mean, so he's a short. So they obviously people have no control over genetics.
Right.
Like that's how tall they are. You know, what if he's a really cool guy and's got like ambitions or has money?
I feel like, okay, so if I meet someone's like, it's organic and we just like click and it's like, I'm like, damn, I hella vibe with this dude and he's short. I'm not gonna be like, oh, but you short. But I feel like in this era where we're like in dating apps, it's so easy for me to like only pick physical things because I'm like, I have nothing else to base off of.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go for my preference starting because I'm like, I have nothing else to gauge. Like,
Yeah.
I just see your pictures and like your info. But if I meet you and you're like hella cool and you're like everything, but you're 5'7", I'm like, yes, I don't care.
Yeah,
Like, who
exactly.
cares?
That's very
but
true.
I would say off the bat in like dating apps, I would say put everything as honest you possibly could. Like put your height, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
so because
If
now
we
you know.
meet up
Because now you
and
know.
you have
Yeah.
6'2" in your bio and you are a 5'6".
Hey, but let's be
I'm
honest though,
leaving.
girls can catfish as well.
Definitely.
yeah.
Oh,
I've been
definitely.
catfished before.
Have you on dating sites?
Yeah.
Ooh, how did that go? What did you like? Continue the date, or were you?